What's up, dudes? This message is, let's see, who's this message for? Taurus. This landed right on my thigh. Taurus. This is for sure for Taurus. Taurus. Somebody's deceased member of their family is sending forth a message. And the message was this squabbling that has turned into abuse, neglect, and discard is unacceptable. This person made it very clear what their wishes were for an item or a thing or a business or something. Said, this thing of mine, when they were alive, said goes to this person. And then when they passed, two people who, when they get together, get very greedy, self-righteous, and become bullies, had overrode what the deceased person wanted and gave it to somebody else. The deceased person is saying to the, and then because they gave it to somebody else, they expect everybody to be on board with it. And if everybody's not on board with it, they be really mean and disregard and shun that person. Because they will not accept this false reality and this disrespect to this deceased person. So if this resonates, just know the deceased person is watching everything that's going on. And they made it very clear who was to receive that. The universe is watching. It's these demons called greed that overtook these two people that when they get together, they start acting like the lowest version of themselves, which is mean, bully, disregard, create a false reality, self-righteous indignation. And they're the ones who are not fulfilling this deceased person's wishes. And they're ganging up on somebody who says that's not what that person wanted. So spirit, which is spirit, source, God, ancestors, aliens, the force, whatever you call it, and the deceased person is saying that's not what that person wanted. And everybody knows. And these people who are acting like grabby brats, who have decided now who gets what, knowing full well that the deceased person is getting disrespected in their final wishes, are going to start getting their karma because they took it really far. They took it really far. And the deceased person themselves is stepping forward and saying, I did not want that to go to that thing, that person, that whatever. It might be a delightful thing, person, whatever. But that was clearly stated. It was for somebody else. And the deceased person is not happy that they disrespected their wishes this terribly and then abused a family member. So if you feel ganged up on by your greedy family who doesn't give a shit about what the deceased person wanted and then blame you for saying, but what about reality? Yeah. Spirit's driving reality home real hard, okay? I lifted it up and these two stayed down. Romantic love affair, sex fix, secret lover, broke ass. Somebody may be walking around, wearing, using, keeping something that was never meant to be for them. All right? Pop on your own. What's the message for Taurus? Scarcity tactics and an offer. All right? What's the message from the flowers? message from the flowers. These people may have gotten very mean, bully, cut the person off who it was supposed to be for, or disrespectful, might have mind-fucked someone. These people haven't had Sonder activated. So Sonder is such a profound feeling that has a word for it. And it's when you have this great big aha moment, basically when you realize the world doesn't revolve around you. And the deceased loved the person it was meant to be for just as much as whoever these people deemed is going to get it. That thing was meant for the person. That person died fully believing their thing was going to a specific person. And they're disgusted and disappointed. The people's guides are disgusted and disappointed. And then the abuse towards the family member who says, but what about the person who died? What about their wishes? They are going to get a karmic reward. This is theft in the grossest aspect of it. The grossest aspect. Overriding a dead person's wishes to be a grabber. Stork. The item even may have gone to somebody that the dead person never even knew. Yeah, that was not meant for that person. It was meant for the person that they knew, and they said, I love this person in my life as much as those takers, family members, kids, grandkids, whatever it is. Yeah, I loved that person too. But these people haven't had Sonder activated. So it's all about them. Constantly all about them. Even so much that they say it's so all about me or us that we're going to override this dead person's wishes. Yeah, very gross, very disgusting. Okay, final message for Taurus. If this is happening to you, or this resonates, just know Spirit is watching this play out. And some people are going to start getting never-ending towers. And now that thing has lost it's become dirty. It's become gross. It's become a big grab. And the decedent is saying, what in the world? What are you doing? That's not my wish. And you both know it. Okay? Follow the path that's right for you. And then there's a Bible quote on the bottom here. God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. Yeah, we got people that just gave in to their temptation, whatever demons rolling around in them that says, override the dead person's wishes. Let's give it to this one. No, this one on my thing. Yeah, no, it's just our, no, we don't, no! Hang up. Yeah, that's called temptation, and they failed. And everybody sees it. All right? So something new is coming in. There's going to be a reward. Spirit, the deceased person, says, all apologies for how they shamelessly did that. Just know that that dead person, the deceased person, is acknowledging whoever has it wasn't meant to have it. And everybody knows it. And if they're ignoring you, if they're shunning you, if they're getting all unrighteously butthurt and having a pushy, bitchy, bully attitude about it, that's their own shame. Because they know they disrespected this dead person, and their own shame is bullying you because you're saying, what about the person's wishes? So that that deceased person is saying, thank you for remembering me. Thank you for not twisting my directions. And I'm sorry this happened to you. Direct from the deceased person. I can't believe how vile this was. All right, there's the message.